WFL are known for providing mill turn machines to market, but what they also provide is Manfred here, who heads up Turnkey Solutions. Now Manfred, can you tell me a bit more about your role? Because you are so passionate about what you do. I just love hearing you talk about your role. So go on then.
Yeah, thanks for your compliment.
Yeah.
And I'm passionate. I've been in this business for 35 years.
Fantastic.
And automation has changed quite a lot.
Okay.
And it was just interesting to see from the very beginning in 1990 up until now that the automation has become more and more important. And I think that's why WFL started the turnkey team, to add more benefit to the customers besides the mill turns.
Industry, we know, are trying to find highly skilled people, and it's quite difficult at the moment. So how has the demand changed?
Yeah, you're right. The demand in the past for automation was basically to replace operators, loading machines and unloading the machines. And today, automation is not replacing people. It's just used, in many cases, for automation during the night shift or weekends, because it's hard to find skilled personnel to run the machines. So after investing a lot of money in our machines, it would be silly to shut the lights off and keep the machines idle for the weekends.
But it fascinates me because the components that you're producing, they're big, heavy components with long run times. So is there really that demand for automation?
It's one of the aspects, and as we do with our milling and turning, we do several types of machining within one machine. So therefore, the runtime per part is longer.
Yeah.
So that's typical for the WFL machines. But if you can't produce the parts during night shift or on the weekends, you just lose revenue.
Yeah.
And so the customers, counting on revenue, they need production, and with the automation, they can utilize the machines much better.
And so tell me a little bit about your automation options then, because the weight of these components, they're not small.
Yeah, there's also a tendency to automate heavy parts or very complex parts. So automation, comes handy if you have high accuracy loading sequences, if you have heavy parts even. So we have RFQs for 3,000 kilo parts right now. We just have several orders on hand for parts weighing more than 1,000 kilo, huge crankshafts, 3 meters long.
Incredible.
And then, the other thing is that it's not only the robot or the gantry you see. There's also a demand for software, optimizing the processes. So there's much more to it, to automation and turnkey, than just loading a part.
Tell me a little bit more about the software. How is the robot integrating with your machines then?
I wouldn't only refer to a robot as the handling, because we do gantry
or the gantry
system.
Yeah.
Especially for the heavy duty parts, we have really nice gantry solutions. But the software is really the key to success. Having a machine or several machines under one automation roof and having all different parts you want to produce in that cell, with multiple machines. And these different processes require different tools. So in the past, you would load first in, first out. So the oldest part in the magazine, we call it the warehouse, you would load that part first to the machine. But if that machine is not the right tools for that part, it would start machining the part and then would stall. So with this software, we call it a host system. It's like the brain of the automation, which then looks into the machine. Are the required tools there with the necessary tool lifetime remaining on the tool, and only load that particular machine with a part which can be finished on that machine. So the logistics within the cell, I refer to as a brain. What you see is these are the muscles,
Yes.
But from just blindly loading a part to a machine. We optimize the sequence and the processes to really utilize the machines 24/7 and not creating idle time.
Off camera as well, Manfred, you said you are the turnkey specialist. You're working very closely with your customers' requirements and you're giving them options. Each time you go back to them, you're giving them options. You're listening to your customers. That's so important nowadays.
Yeah. And it's not only me, it's the whole team. So we have a turnkey team and we all do basically the same thing based on our, like 200 years of automation knowledge within the team. First of all, we talk to the customer because they have certain requirements, and then we say, there's something more we could do. We could add, a grinding operation, measuring, washing, balancing. So it's like a hybrid solution. It's not just loading a part, but combining processes or quality check drawers, where you can get the parts out, or deburring stations. I mean, you name it. You can put everything into one cell. And a customer puts in a part, shuts off the lights, and on Monday he comes and he has 100 finished parts.
That is the utopia of machining.
Yeah, but this is how the customers can be successful, because by reducing the cost per part, and that's where automation comes into play, and we make it even more beneficial if we include in that cell, besides the WFL machines, additional process if possible. So. There's a lot to it. And it's not a solution, every customer has different demands. It's the sealing height, it's the product mix, it's, production times, it's many different things we have to consider. So, and usually, it takes several meetings, to come up with a solution, which is, in many cases, totally different to how we started, and that makes it really sexy. I just love the turnkey stuff.